noticed my new book? I wasn't expecting to get a package, least of all from Melee Island. But I guess Mojo works in mysterious ways. Told me everything I need to know. So now, if Threepwood is trapped in his own little fantasy land, we get to be the ones to tear it all down. It's the only way he'll ever agree to come back here. I've sent word to the Pirate Lord. He should be here in just a few... I hate it when he does that.
Captain Capsize has been gracious enough to inform me of all you've discovered. It seems that Guybrush's current predicament is no accident. I still believe that Guybrush can become the legend he wishes to be. He has many more adventures ahead, but first, we must free him from the clutches of his old foe.
LeChuck's a pompous old blowhard, but he's still dangerous. And if Threepwood is out of the picture, he'll go after Elaine next.
Ah, yes. I understand he has something of an infatuation with her.
That's one way of putting it. Anyway, the book also says there's a way to snap Threepwood out of whatever LeChuck's done to him.
And it seems the time is right to return to the Sea of the Damned. Allow me. Only Guybrush knows how to reach LeChuck. You must do whatever it takes to make him see the truth. If I were you, I'd start by visiting the island.
Hello. Excuse me? So sorry to bother you, but the captain would like a word.
Well now, look who's back to meddle in my affairs. Ye must be a bit more stupid than you look. Threepwood belongs to me now, and that's the way he likes it. Ye can try and talk sense into him until you're blue in the face, for all the good it'll do. But while ye waste your breath, I'll be doing as I please on the Sea of Thieves.
But I can be merciful. Once I'm running the place, if ye swear an oath to follow the orders of your nefarious new pirate lord, you could become richer and more powerful than you've ever dreamed of. I'll leave ye to consider my offer. I have work to do.
Not so fast. I don't know where you've been, and I really don't care. But if you think you can just waltz back into my kitchen, you can think again. You turn up late for work, you don't wash your hands, you use up all my best ingredients. Worst of all, you feed my prime steak to a bunch of mangy mutts. And if there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who are kind to hungry animals. You're fired!
That's a map to the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island. Only one in existence. If you really are a pirate, you won't want to pass it up. Gold's no good to me. If you want to buy something, you need to cough up pieces. Nope, the Tri-Island Chamber of Commerce specifically banned gold-based transactions in case cursed currency somehow makes its way into the ecosystem. I heard there was this one ship where the crew... Well, anyway, only authentic silver pieces of 8 are legal tender on Melee Island. What do I look like, a career advisor? Come back when you got something to spend. Oh, and before you ask, I'm fresh out of stuffed toys. Gold's no good to me. If you want to buy something, you need to cough up pieces.
Fate has brought us back together. I regret I could not summon you sooner, but things work differently in the Sea of the Damned. It took some time to devise a brew that will bring Guybrush to his senses. A potion that can convey the truth of the pirate life must be concocted using emblems of true pirate courage. The only way to acquire such things is to undertake the 3 legendary trials. Now that you have met with the legend of Monkey Island, I sense the pirate leaders may be willing to indulge you. Speak with them in the scum bar, then return to me. I'll be working on a drop of something special to help you on your way.
This had better be worth interrupting our grog.
The governor granted you an audience? Well, this changes matters.
The legend of Monkey Island doesn't waste his time with pirate wannabes.
That may be so, but nobody's gone through the trials in an age and lived to tell the tale.
Then it'll be their funeral, and all the more grog for us. Very well. With the governor's blessing, we shall begin the 3 legendary trials!
There are 3 devilishly difficult trials every pirate must undertake, inspired by the legend of Monkey Island.
You must master the sword.
And the art of thievery.
And the quest!
The what?
Treasure hunting, you sea urchin! We've been doing this for 33 years, and you're still as clueless as ever.
I have a very short attention span.
You must prove yourself in each of these 3 areas. Swordplay, thievery, and treasure huntery. And gather proof that you've done it.
We've prepared some documentation to help you on your way. You can always ask us for advice.
Yeah, it's the least we can do for making the legendary trials so confoundingly impossible.
Now your first task will be clearing away this accursed fog. Fella can't see past his own beard out there.
Well, if it's cursed fog you want clearing away, I happen to have considerable experience in that regard. There was a time at Sailor's Grave where all were waiting.
Oh, not the lighthouse story again! Get to the point!
Very well. Ye must return to the Mojo shop and lay your hands on a mystical brew to dispel that infernal mist.
Is that all?
We could have told him that, you dim-witted decoration.
Everyone's a critic.
Gold's no good to me. If you... That's a map to the legendary... Gold's no good to me. If you want to buy... Nope, the Tri-Island Chamber of Commerce. I heard there was this one ship where the crew... What do I look like, a career? Oh, and before you ask... That's Privilege Club. Of course it's a... What parrot?
Ahoy there, Fancy Pants. Welcome back, Fancy Pants.
I hope you brought more money than last time.
Do you bring news? You are undertaking the 3 trials? Excellent. Then you'll be needing this list. I have foreseen much that will aid you in the trials. Even in his slumber, Guybrush will be able to assist you.
Gold's no good to me. If you want to buy something, you need to cough up pieces of 8. Preferably not a trade. I don't think so. The only maps in town that are more valuable than mine belong to the legend of Monkey Island. Maybe I could be convinced to accept a chart from one of the governor's adventures. That'd be worth a small fortune for me, and a map for you. The shelves in that old mansion must be packed with all kinds of treasures. Next time you're in the area, see what you can swipe.
Ahoy there, Fancy Pants. Welcome back, Fancy Pants. Not unless you've got something real valuable to use as collateral, and I can already tell by your outfit that you don't. But I do have a few spare notes of credit lying around, if you can get one signed by someone in good standing. Someone like the governor. We'll talk. Ahoy there, Fancy Pants. Well, I'll be. You actually got it signed. That'll do nicely as store credit. Now take your time and look around. I'm open all hours.
Is that one of the governor's famous sea charts? Okay, you got a deal. The treasure map is yours. Nobody else wanted it anyway.
Return to me when you are equipped for the 3 trials. Now you are almost ready for what lies ahead. But I have one last gift to bestow. I have used the last of your root beer, along with many other strange and dangerous ingredients, to brew a magnificent mojo potion of unrivaled potency. Now it is time to dispel the mist that cloaks us from those in your world. Take my potion to the island lookout and pour it into the fire. Set Melee Island free.
Yikes! What did you do? What's happening?
Was there ever a real troll here? Probably not. But if someone's willing to go that far just for a herring, I don't want to make them angry.
Believe what I'm hearing. You are so irresponsible.
Me? You're the one who insisted upon audience participation. People only take part if there's a big flashy prize.
10,000 pieces of eight? We don't have that kind of money.
Won't you relax? Nobody is actually going to succeed with this. It's impossible. Then try. The audience will laugh and everyone will go home happy.
We don't know that it's impossible. And we can't possibly test it ourselves.
So we find a volunteer. Stop being such a meathead.
Fishhead,
Toady,
whistle.
shush, we have company.
Welcome! Come in, come in! Your timing could not be better. How would you like a chance to win a prize?
A grand prize
A glorious grand prize?
of 10,000 pieces of eight
Or thereabouts.
by being the first to try our death-defying
But perfectly safe, huh?
Melee Island Spectacular.
The latest, greatest creation of the amazing, acrobatic
Fabulous, flying, phenomenal.
Fettuccini Brothers!
That's us.
When you are ready to become a superstar, talk to my brother Bill about your costume.
And my brother Alfredo to go through the routine. We'll be ready when you are. You have to be in costume to take part in the Melee Island Spectacular. Have you never been to the circus? All of the performers are expected to dress up. It adds so much spectacle to our acts. The most important part of your costume is the safety helmet. That is absolutely non-negotiable for anyone who's being fired from a Fettuccini Brothers cannon. Well, you do here. That way you get spared a headache, and we get spared an embarrassing and financially debilitating lawsuit.
So, what do you say? Once you're in costume, head to the starting line and ring the bell to begin. Then, you must climb the ladder, cross the tightrope, and ring the second bell. After that, you must leap across the platforms and ring the third bell. Then slide down the wire and ring the last bell by that cannon over there. Then it's time for the grand finale. You must climb into the cannon, launch yourself through all of the rings, and land safely in the water. It couldn't be simpler. You can do it! All you need to do is ring the bell.
It is so close! You can make it to the ground from there. Things are heating up. And the crowd goes wild.
I told you it wasn't impossible. Now what do we do?
Hey, come over here, Prego. We need to talk about your prize. Now, see here. I know we said that the grand prize was 10,000 pieces of eight, but...
But we forget to mention the administration fees.
We did? Oh, we did! And the mandatory Tri-Island Entertainment tax.
Canon maintenance charges.
Costume cleaning.
Voluntary compulsory contribution to the Melee Island Circus Orphans Foundation.
And the freight charges. So taking all of that into the account...
Your prize totals 404 pieces of eight. I'm so jealous.
Howdy. The name's Stan, like on the side. And my day just got 10 times brighter now that you're here. You don't need to say anything. I can tell you've heard all about the amazing treasure in my possession. Well, just between us, the rumors are true. Each and every one of the beautiful boats you see here is a true treasure. That's the Stan S. Stanman guarantee. So tell me, how can I make you the deal of a lifetime? A big ship? A luxury ship? A ship with just a splash of je ne sais quoi? Trust me, I want you to leave here happy. Why not start by taking a look around? You have any questions? I'll be right with you. I could do this all day. Step aside, please. Time is money. Ah, this is one of our compact models, but what she lacks in capacity, she makes up for in convenience. Her star feature is the drink dispenser attached to the back. Why sail all the way to a tavern just to fill your tankard when you can have grog on demand? Unfortunately, I can't sell this one right away. Some lout jammed a doubloon in the coin slot and we're waiting on replacement parts. Such a pity. Charming replica, isn't it? Almost as good as the genuine article. Draws in customers like you wouldn't believe. So I'm afraid it's not for sale. And before you ask, the real deal's under lock and key in my office. Wow, love that enthusiasm. But what say we match you with the ship of your dreams before we talk about those amazing upgrades? Wait for me! You can simply smell the history rolling off this beauty. Unfortunately, her logbook was heavily water damaged, so she's as mysterious as she is lovely. I bought her at a discount because none of her cannons are operational, but that makes her perfect for a pleasure cruise. I'm really getting a workout today. Magnificent, ain't she? This is one of the most notorious and fearsome ships across the whole of the Caribbean. And definitely not an unlicensed copy. I know what you're thinking. How'd Stan get a hold of a beauty like this? Well, I'm afraid a good entrepreneur never reveals trade secrets. What matters is that she's the fastest ship on the waves and guaranteed 100% free from cursed animals. Though I gotta say, she doesn't come cheap. Be right there. You have a keen eye, Fred. That's the Headless Monkey, as featured in Great Shipwrecks of Our Century, a very prestigious catalog of naval calamity. According to the logbook, she was sunk, salvaged, restored, crewed, sailed, scuttled again, and now she exists as some kind of weird ghost galleon. I don't know how or why, I just know that it makes her a truly special ship. Lightweight, nimble, slightly transparent, she's got it all. When you've made a decision, I'll be here. Oh, sorry, can't let you into the office. Company policy. I get it. Buying a ship is a big decision. Take all the time you need. All right, let's talk financing. As you've seen, we offer a wide range of options, ranging from premium to super deluxe premium quality. Our top-of-the-line model is the Black Pearl, which is competitively priced at 20,000 pieces of 8. That's economics, my friend. You have to spend money to make money, but if you don't have that level of disposable income, well... An example of our budget models would be the Headless Monkey. Absolutely within your price range and the perfect ship for your needs. That's why it breaks my heart to inform you that she's already been sold. I'm just waiting on her new owner to collect her. Sorry, but that's life. Perhaps we can discuss some of the other options. Sorry, but I couldn't possibly divulge that kind of confidential client information. All right, take it easy. If you must know, it was purchased by a guy named Meat Hook. He runs a little place over on Hook Island. He told me that some unfortunate circumstances require him to set sail, and pronto. So I sold him the ship to do it. Listen, I've got a reputation to think of. If I pulled out of a completed transaction, Stan's previously owned vessels would be a laughingstock. Tell you what, if you deal with Meat Hook directly and he gives you his bill of sale, I'll sign the Headless Monkey over to you. Everybody wins. If you hurry, you could probably still catch Meat Hook before he leaves. If not, hey, I've got plenty more ships for sale.
If you're here to be amazed by the natural wonders of Meat Hook's astonishing animal attractions, you're too late. We're out of business, and soon I'll be out of here for good. I already told you we're closed. Sorry, but that ship belongs to me now. I needed to leave. With the beast gone, there's nothing left for me here. You? Har 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 har! That's a good one. Even if you could somehow tame the beast, there's a bunch of preparation work you'd have to handle to stop it escaping again. Wow, you really mean it? I don't know what to say. Not even the legend of Monkey Island has ever been this nice to me. Okay, let's do it. But I'm in charge. I'll give the orders and you can handle the manual labor. First things first, we need to fix up that cage. Get rid of those broken cutlasses and find some planks to repair the door. I bet there are plenty lying around outside. mother of pearl! The lever that shuts the door is broken. We'll need some kind of handle to repair it. Something sturdy, too. Driftwood won't last 5 seconds. Go and see what you can find. Okay, listen up. This next part is of the utmost importance. I need you to bring me some concentrated banana grease. It has to be the banana kind. You got that? Ha! You found it! This stuff goes great with a bowl of the captain's crunch. Bossing you around is giving me an appetite. All that's left now is to capture the beast. Its lair is in a cave near here, but you'll be torn apart if you go in unprepared. Lucky for you, there's a shanty that helps to quell its murderous rage. I have the tune written down, somewhere. Don't just stand there. Get it back in the cage and shut the door. I don't believe it. You had the guts, the courage, the sheer audacity to face down the beast in its lair and wrestle it back into captivity. And you're still alive. Now I can rebuild my shattered dreams and make this place the tourist trap it was always destined to be. Here, take my bill of sale. I don't need a ship anymore. I'm staying right here on Hook Island to guard the beast and rake in the silver.
If you hurry, you could probably still catch Meat Hook before he leaves. Well, aren't you the shrewd negotiator? Congratulations! And now that you've got a ship, it's time to talk about all the extra features you'll be needing. We've been getting some great deals. Ooh, now I really shouldn't have left these on display. They're actually reserved for a very important client who's one of my most loyal customers. But you know what? I really feel like we've bonded today. There's a genuine connection forming between us. That's why I couldn't bear to see you go into battle without these cannons. I just don't know how I'd live with myself. If you want them, they're yours. Or did you have a different purchase in mind? These are bargains from any angle. You know, nothing screams pirate like standing at the helm of your ship, gripping the wheel tightly as you steer this way and that. But tell me, have you thought what would happen if that wheel suddenly exploded, skewering you with 1,000,000 deadly shards? I've seen it happen. That's why I always keep at least one of these in stock. You're not just buying a new wheel, you're buying peace of mind. You can't put a price on that. Now, has anything else caught your eye? Ooh, one of these beauties caught your Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Stan, my ship already has a capstan. But you know what she doesn't have? She doesn't have a bona fide obsidian capstan with improved ratcheting, easy glide rotational action, and custom grip intensifiers, of course. You've heard the saying, weigh anchor. Well, this, my friend, is the only way to anchor. What else can I show you today? What else can I show you? Now this is an item for the discerning ship captain. Why cram all your outfits in a moldy old clothing chest when you could store them in style? That's solid wood from a genuine tree? Sure, absolutely it is. Allow me to offer a demonstration.
There, see? Plenty of room to hide. And I'm waving my arms around, too. In fact, now that I think about it, I think you could fit an entire crew in here. Maybe add a little table, some seating, really carve yourself out some personal space aboard ship. It can be so important to take 5 minutes of you time, you know? It's so warm and cozy, I almost don't want to leave. But if I stay in here, who's going to sell you this cupboard? Uh-oh, looks like we've run into a little technical issue. Nothing I can't handle, just give me a second. What's that loud splashing sound? Why can I smell salt water? And why do I feel seasick? Hey, this thing actually makes for a pretty good ship. There may just be a market for these.
Despite some questionable methods, you You have claimed the idol of many hands from its hiding spot. I shall use it to pep the potency of my potion. The legendary trial of treasure huntery still lies ahead. Do not be fooled by its name. It's a challenge that will test your knowledge of these unfamiliar shores. Do not be discouraged by the legendary trial of the sword. Out in the forest, someone waits to guide your blade on its path to glory.